Hey, this is Random Guy, and in this video, I want to share about my journey, and I would like to share what actually made me really sad. And for some of the people, it would be, very interesting to see and hear that money can 3,000 a day, making 3 grand a day, can make you sad. And this is what actually happened with me. Money it can be a beautiful thing, but the most important thing is how you feel within yourself, how you feel inside. And when things are going well financially, it doesn't mean that your inner state, your inner being is happy. I'm sharing the video with you about how to avoid the mistake that I've made, and how to build a future where you can be way more happier and avoid mistakes that I have made, unless you don't care about your happiness. So let's go to slide number 1, and this is the slide number 1, and this slide is about product which is not related to your values. And in my journey, back in the days, I was selling orthopedic socks. Me and my partner were selling orthopedic socks that actually help people to relieve their foot pain. And we were targeting and selling those socks for people who spend a lot of time on the feet, and people who have their foot problems in general. So the product was good. We sold many of them, and it was my first taste of making money online. And at the time, when the breakthrough happens, when the first cash comes to your account, you get very excited. But when the days pass by, you feel the same and you get used to it very quickly. That's a strange thing about money and about all other things, that when you get it first, it feels like, wow, it's an amazing thing, but after a while you start feeling like it's just another day. What happens when product is not related to my values? So when I was selling those socks, I was making 3 grand a day, and it's a real story. I remember at the end of the day, I didn't even want to check my bank account status, because it just wasn't feeling right. And at the time, I found a new girlfriend, and things were going well generally in my life, but I wasn't happy. Hearing those bells, money bells, when the transaction happens, I even turned off that sound. I didn't want to hear money coming in. And at the time, I didn't have money. So like I said, I was happy for a few weeks, but then I really started asking myself why I'm not happy. And at the time, it was hard to figure out. Today, when I look back at what happened, I can clearly see that at the time the product was not related to my values. And I value different things. I value freedom, which money can bring. I value many things. I'm not going to expand too much on that, but that product in itself, like making money is one thing. Another thing is to make that happen and maintain that. It's not like you just put a product on the store and it sells. You have to work every day to make the product perform better. And day-to-day journey wasn't making me happy. I remember getting up in the morning and meeting with my business partner at the coffee place. We're working there together, and I remember his face. He was not happy. In the beginning, we both were excited, but at the end, he was not happy. I remember his words. He said, like, we were selling orthopedic sock, and we're using the text on the ad which says no more pain, and my friend was joking at the time, I don't want to feel any more pain because this journey is so painful. I'm not enjoying what I'm doing. After months and months and months, we were dragging by, and the business was failing, and we're making tons of money, but things were not going well because we're not committed, because the product wasn't coming out of our journeys and our hearts. So we didn't value the product. That product might be a good product for someone who was suffering from that pain, and build a product out of that value, valuing foot health. If you value your foot health, you can build a product around that, and that will make you happy because that happened from in your journey, and that journey contributes to other people's journeys. So many lessons was learned. Well, my values are different. I don't want to go into that side. Let's stay on the point, and the frustration of just trying to push something that is not, it cannot be pushed. Well, it can. You can build businesses without building business around your values, but just ask yourself, do you want to have a journey that is not enjoyable? Money can be made out of everything, but it's your responsibility to choose something that makes you happy day by day. So let's go to the second slide. Do not follow quick dollar for long term. Play long term happiness. Not follow quick dollar for long term. Please don't do that. It's such a bad decision. Every day I hear people telling me and asking me, do you want to join to this business venture? Do you want to do that? Do you want to buy Bitcoin? Do you want to invest into some other businesses? And before I used to consider, because the first thing that I used to see, and especially when you don't have money, the first thing you see is an opportunity to make money, and that is wrong. You have to switch your mind to and ask a different question. How can I exchange value, and what is my value? But when you're searching for a quick buck, you're gonna end up in different ventures that not gonna last long. So play for long-term happiness. It's the happiness, the way you feel right now. It's the most important thing, and money is important, but if you have money and you're not happy, that's the worst feeling, because so many people believe that money makes you happy, and when you don't have money, you have that belief, and I had that belief myself. When the money starts pouring and you feel okay, nothing changed, and when you have that hope and that hope gets destroyed, what's next to you? Do not follow quick dollar for long term. It's better to you can do that, just to get some skills. If you do the internship, for the company, the company's values are not related to yours, you still can go there, you still can work, and you still can build a skill set and use that skill set later for your own happiness. And there's different types of people. Some people push through, and some people like numbers. There's different reasons, but if you value numbers, being an accountant probably is the right thing for you. So whatever you value is the right thing for you to go through. And we change. We value different things at different times. I used to value traveling. Now I don't not value traveling that much, because I had plenty of trips, and right now I just want to settle down, and I value different things. That's the spectrum of values haven't changed that much. It most of the time it stays the same, unless you have really dramatic changes in your life, and you were living the wrong way. You figure out that you were living the wrong way, and today you have a different package of values. So that would work, but it doesn't happen that often. So let's go to the third slide. This is the third slide, and build products from your values. The question is randomly, how can I find my values? And just, pick a piece of paper with a pen and just ask yourself a question on the top of the page and write, what do I value from day to day? What have you done today? What was the thing that you valued today? Maybe you had a cup of coffee. Maybe you had a healthy meal. Maybe you played a guitar. Maybe you learned some other language. Maybe you went on the beach. Maybe you meditated for 1 hour. Maybe you decide to go for a trip, because you love traveling. Maybe you went to depression center and help people to get their lives back, to find the positive side of their lives. And we act on what we value. If we do not value thing, unless someone asks us, can you help me to move from one house to another, then we can. We don't like, let's say we do not value physical work. We don't like to work physically. We don't like to lift things, but we value helping. So we still go there because there is a value in that for us, and we drink a cup of coffee because it's value for us. What we value, we act on our values, and we want to act on our values and want to build products from values. So if you value meditation, this is what you value, you can build a meditation course, or you can build a pillow that can make meditator experience better while he's sitting on the floor, or you can create a meditation tape that can help with emotional healing or something like that, whatever it is. Or if you like coffee, you can find the nearest coffee store and say, I really love coffee, I really love everything about the coffee, and I'd like to collaborate with you and build a coffee product I want to sell worldwide. Or you can teach people how to make better trips, or teach people how to prepare for great trips, or how to plan great trips. Or you can just educate people on a certain area that you have explored in the past. So all these things, come from your journey, and value come from a journey. And just ask and look back at your life. Sometimes you don't need to look that far. You can just look within the last 2 weeks and just learn about your values, what you value the most. And when you list all those things on the paper, just pick top 3 things that you value the most. And when you pick those 3 things, try to brainstorm about ideas on how you can make money from these values. So whatever it is, it can be a physical product, it can be an informational product. And just ask yourself, if I value cycling, what can I build out of that? If I value meditation, what can I build out of that? If I value coffee, what can I build out of that? Can I build a product which is coffee machine? Can I build a coffee service that can serve all the coffee machines, and maybe I can buy a roaster and roast other people coffee beans. Maybe I can create a guidance on how to detox while you're drinking coffee. Maybe I can build a course on how to make coffee at home. Maybe you can build a course. You know, whatever you do, you have to solve the problem. And if people are drinking coffee, they drink coffee for different reasons. And when you get those reasons, when you get the problem, when you find out, it doesn't need to be a problem. But if they don't have a coffee, people, if they don't have a coffee early in the morning, that can be a problem for them. And if they having a coffee and the coffee is not tasty, that can be a problem. So you can help people to make tasty coffee early in the morning, and that can be your product. So, and there's tons of people in this world, who, when you ask yourself what people could be facing a problem with a coffee, and you think like, I don't know many people. I don't have people in my hometown. I don't have people in my country. I'm not sure about this, but let's be realistic. We have 7 billion people on this planet Earth, and not all of them are going to be buyers, but even if we take 2 million people, right? Sorry, 2 billion people, and they are on Facebook, and you can place an ad on Facebook that promotes your product, you can attract people, who like to drink coffee, who like to drink coffee in the morning, who like to meditate. You can build a product around 2 things. You can build products around meditation and coffee. So there is more things that we can, talk in depth and analyze. And I just want you to know there is a big opportunity right now. You can make money online. You can really make money online by doing what you love, and you don't need to add anything else. I believe that every person has a great journey. They had a great journey. They had struggles. They had victories in their journey. But so many great things born out of struggle. And when you're struggling with something and you find out how to overcome that struggle, that challenge, that's the solution. And we tend to have similar problems, similar challenges, and there's tons of people waiting for your solution. So thank you for watching, and make sure you build a product from your values and make your life effortless. That's the key. And you don't need to be some kind of guru. You just need to have some knowledge and have a little bit more knowledge, just a little bit more knowledge than the other person on the other side that actually searching for the problem solution. So thank you for watching. It was Random Guy, and see you in the next video.
Stay so